that's this piece finished, and this is what it looks like with the metallic gold on it. And also I use a blue paint stick here on this area. These are the paint sticks, and I used the blue, this blue here, which is really rich. It's not a turquoise, it's almost like an ultramarine, but it's metallic colors. This is a metallic set of paint sticks. So that will still need to dry because it's like oil paint in a stick. That's what a paint stick is. So yeah, that's what it looks like with the drawings of the pen on it and the orange. So it's mainly kind of a complementary of orange and the blue was the idea behind this. And this area here, kind of like the focal point. And then kind of having details in the background of abstract elements. So that was fun to do. And I'm trying to think, right, okay, I'll show you some of the ones I did before this one, the other blues that I've been doing. So this is the blue that I posted earlier on Facebook and Instagram as well. And then I will show you this blue as well, which is the same idea. What I was looking at was, I had this imagination yesterday of having mainly blue washes and pulling back from my busier, though I think I went back a bit busier in this one actually, but I was trying to kind of just have focal spheres or round circular shapes that I could just kind of have in a specific part of the page, and then have this background of deep dark depth happening in the pieces. So but to get to this I did two others which I'll show you in a minute. So this was my first one in the look at the blue, so I like this because I added like the green metallic acrylic paint there, and yeah, I liked it. I was trying to leave some lighter value areas and then have darker value areas. So, and then this one I probably went really off script, and I liked the dripping effect. I mean, I had the dripping here as well, which I really liked the way that that layered here, like with the colors coming through. So that was really cool, using the white ink. And because I'd used Neo crayons underneath, and those are the water soluble crayons. Let's see, get a longer one. Yeah, this is a purple one. So I'd used that first. So when I now used the ink, it kind of bled through. I mean, the ink was dripping, and then the areas which I now blended in with the background kind of gave a lighter shade of the blue, which I really liked, that fluid look on the painting. So yeah, and then I did this one, and I'm still not sure about this one. I liked the drips, and I tried to use that same idea of the layering, but I was trying to bring in pinks and things like that. So yeah, it was an interesting one to do, and I used paint stick here. The purple here is a paint stick, a purple one, so which I used in the background, as well as the metallic green. And yeah, I was just kind of working with that and seeing. I really love the way the masking tape focuses the piece right in the middle, so they're really easy to frame that way. But yeah, so this was for today's one, and I've been doing a lot of these recently and I'm really enjoying it, so I'm definitely going to keep going on this for the year. Actually, it's like going to be an abstract year, I think, and I want to do these bigger. I have some paper in my studio that I want to make much bigger pieces, so we'll see how that goes. At some point I'll organize myself and I will tape off a page and start painting. So because it'll be a bigger surface than this is 9 by 12 watercolor paper, which is 140 pounds paper. But when I start doing the bigger ones, which I think some papers I have I'm hoping to use are maybe 4 times the size of this, so I'm gonna be using probably some of my bigger brushes, like 2" or 3" brushes to do the spheres, the circles on it. So it's going to be interesting to start experimenting with my wrist that way and trying to create these kind of forms and shapes as well. So yeah, this is fun, and I hope you enjoyed seeing some of that process. I was trying to kind of let you see what it is I was doing. It's not that easy to see the detail from afar, but there's little areas of gold in there, which I'm just noticing, because when you're painting, you're not necessarily really focused on what you're doing and the way your brush is moving, but I can see a gold in there, which is really nice, actually, which I've just realized myself. It's like, wow, okay. So I'm going to keep looking at these. There's so much to see in them. My work can get busy, but I'm hoping that you can find areas of interest to kind of keep the eye moving around, and areas maybe where there's a little bit of rest. Don't know, I was trying to help create that, but we'll see. If I look more and more back into what it is I've been creating recently, I'm sure at some point I'll understand what it is that I'm doing when I'm painting. So it's kind of like assessing myself. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I hope you liked having a look at what I did today, and I'll be back with another process video of whatever I'm doing on that at that point. So thank you for joining me, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye!